The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He restores my soul. And though I walk through the valley, the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
Already know how we rockin'. It's the biggest shark, Lavish Loe, the gorgeous gangster. This is one of my second or third vlogs. Today I just want to talk about how I became heartless. Now, I still have a big heart, but I no longer give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there were so many times where people have done things to me and I just wanted an apology. Like, I just wanted them to come to me, take accountability, let me know that they was wrong in certain situations, and I would accept them back. Like, yo, I feel you. We all make mistakes, right? Until I started to see that people would purposely do things and just apologize. Oh, I'm sorry, but you knew I wouldn't like that, so why would you do it? You know what I'm saying? So then I had to create boundaries, and it came to a point where I just didn't play with myself. Like, I didn't play with anybody that tried to play with me. And it's made me come across as a certain type of person, but I can give you guys examples of how people have taken advantage of my kindness. So I no longer give people the benefit of the doubt, especially because we're all adults at this age. So we know what we're doing. A lot of times we do make mistakes, but a lot of times it is a decision. And I'm at the point where now, because I've used to, especially with my friends, like, I value my friends so much. I love my friends so much that no matter what we went through, I would literally just, as long as you apologize to me and let me know, yo, it's my fault, be friends again. Like, you could do whatever, literally, as long as you're not harming me. And I'm just like, I forgive you. Not anymore. Relationships, oh man, like, I remember I was dating this girl, and she was on the spectrum. So I gave her a lot of leeway and things like that. And then I ended up finding out that the person was like into witchcraft, trying to do love spells on me to bind me to her. I was extremely drained and depressed, and I just kept gaining weight, and she was losing weight, and like she would like act like me and try to take on my personality. And I'm just like, I didn't want to be with her. And I kept, like, every time she did something weird to me, I would try to break things off. But because she would apologize and take accountability, I would get right back with the person, and I would think like, okay, things are going to be different this time. And then I realized, like, you're being too nice. Like, this person knows what they're doing. And it took me years to figure it out, about 2 years, before I realized, like, no, this person is literally just taking advantage of your kindness. On the spectrum or not, people know right from wrong, especially when we're adults. And then also I found out that they were doing like things to manipulate my energy against my knowledge and against my will, because they just wanted to stay with me so bad. And I was just like, that totally turned me off. Like, I'm very much a person where if you tell me how you feel about me, I'll take that into consideration. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if a person doesn't want to be with you, they don't want to be with you. Like, you do not get to manipulate their energy against their knowledge and against their will and think that you deserve them. When I still didn't want to be with them, after they did all the spell work, I found someone else to date, and I even spoke to them. We even all came out, sat down to eat, and I told them, I want to date this person. You know, I don't want to be with you anymore, but I do want to be friends with you. This is even before that I knew that they were doing the spell work. I told them, I do want to be friends with you because I don't have anything against you. I just don't love you in that type of way anymore. I don't want to be in a relationship. This person went back to whatever spiritualist that they were going to, and they attacked me. They told the spiritualist that I slept with their best friend, and I'm now in a relationship with the best friend, and they wanted to attack me, not their best friend, because of what I did, basically telling the spiritualist that I left them for their best friend. Now, I don't know what kind of spiritualist y'all be, because y'all should have the discernment to be able to read people and to know when they're lying. But they attacked me, and, you know, it wasn't working on me, but because I was fighting it off, I was very irritable. I was very depressed, and I ended up breaking it off with the person I was dating because I just didn't want them to see me like that, right? I didn't want to be snapping at them. I lost my job, so they were attacking my finances. I wasn't able to go on any dates or buy any clothes for myself or pay my bills. And it was like that for a lot of months. Because it wasn't affecting me, it was affecting the things around me. And it took for me to like really go and do my own research to realize what exactly was going on. And that's when I realized that they were doing the spell work and they've been doing it. And that just disgusted me even more. Like, this person could never speak to me again. And I really wanted to be friends with them because I really valued our time together. Although it didn't work out, I respected them as a person and I loved good attributes about them. I just couldn't get with the bad attributes. I gave them years of my life. So I just felt like after 2.5 years, if a person's saying that they're good, you gotta kind of let them go, especially if they're saying they want to be friends with you, like they feel like you're better off as friends. You don't have to be friends with them, but what you absolutely do not go and do is spell work. You don't do spell work to get them back. You don't do it to attack them and mess up their future relationships, because it's gonna come back. The karma is gonna come back to you. This person ended up getting sick and they're not able to have kids moving forward, but that's because a lot of people are heavily protected in the spiritual realm. Like, you might see them by themselves outside, but they got an army of angels around them. So you never know who you're attacking. And then also, these spiritualists have to let these people know that when you're attacking somebody that doesn't have a problem with you and they didn't do anything to you, it's going to backfire. Like, sometimes it won't backfire because of certain things, but especially if the person is not thinking about you, not bothering you, have not done anything malicious toward you, and you think that God is going to allow you to attack them with no consequence. These spiritualists be taking your money, and a lot of them is possessed by low vibrational entities, and these entities lie to them, okay? Because these entities are a legion with the devil, okay? The highest low vibrational frequency, and these people allow themselves to be taken over by these entities. The entities are telling them that good is bad and bad is good. Okay, they don't know that they're doing wrong. They think that they're believing in God. They think that they're doing something right because they're delusional and out of their minds. Okay, a lot of these people that are into certain practices, they do not be mentally stable. And this is the reason why, you know, God warns us against engaging in certain things, because we can be easily corrupted. Okay, there were a lot of things that we were provided for protection, for healing, and people started using these things for their own selfish gain. They started using things to manipulate others' mental and their energy. And to be quite honest, the spiritualists are not honest with you that a lot of them don't have a good life. A lot of them be homeless. A lot of them end up in shelters and end up single for the rest of their lives. Either their partners die because of the witchcraft and the things that they're doing. Their children die. Their family members die. Their mothers and fathers. They end up getting addicted to drugs. Very few of them are able to live in that energy for a long time. And the people that are able to live in that energy for a long time are very, very wicked. Okay, they've done things where they've had to sacrifice some things to get to the level that they are in. I say all that to say this: everybody receives karma from God, from the Most High. You know, these people can be wicked, but it will curse their bloodline. Okay, this is why you have generations of people that just have bad luck. But if y'all look inside the Bible and y'all read, it tells you exactly what happens to people that dibble and dabble in certain things. And I'm not disrespecting anybody's religion, because I respect all religions, because religions are supposed to keep you grounded. Religions are supposed to be the discipline for your soul, for your body to connect to your soul, okay? And spirituality is supposed to be connecting your soul to your divine energy, to the divine consciousness, okay? And a lot of people, they don't even know what they're playing with, okay? Spirituality is a journey. As long as you're not doing anything to harm anybody, manipulate anybody's energy, as long as you're not making deals with entities and sacrificing to make that deal to the entity. I respect all healing. I respect all knowledge-based religions that teach us discipline and things like that. But I do think that there's certain religions that I would not get anywhere near and I would not practice, just because a lot of elders in that religion have, dibble and dabbled in the dark side of those things. And, anything can be used for bad. Even Christianity, I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but the Bible was stolen and from people of color. And not only did these conquistadors and these colonizers kill people that could read, but they would take scriptures out the Bible and have like a specific slave Bible to teach to the slaves so that they can keep them in check. It's not the same Bible that we read today, but the Bible that we read today, they've also taken books out of that one. They also whitewashed the images of Jesus, the saints, his apostles, and, disciples and stuff. All of those images were people of color. They were first painted as people of color. The artifacts, they just opened the oldest vault known to man in Russia. And inside that vault shows all these things that I'm saying right now. So this is stuff that we already knew. But it's important for us to talk about it because we need to understand, why did they want to not steal our history, but why did they want to hide it from us for so long? If this is really our history and this is really our heritage, why are they hiding it from us? That's something that I need all of you guys to start researching and asking yourselves, because to me, there was no one more powerful than Jesus Christ. The things that he taught us, when you read the Bible, honestly, the Bible is a guidebook that gives us wisdom on how to operate in everyday life. And aside from the parables and the little stories that they tell us, I look at those as stories. I don't know if the stories are true or not, but I know that the examples of what they're talking about, I can use in my real life. Okay, based on the things that they're describing, it helps me identify certain energies, certain spirits, certain characteristics of people. And if everyone reads that, they'll be able to recognize these things in their real life. Aside from all the laws in the Bible, those laws are just to help us live our best righteous life. The Bible also talks about, what you don't know, God is not going to judge you for. It's about when you do know the information and you disregard it, is when you get judged harshly, because you already knew better. But I just want to thank you guys for tuning into this video. God bless everybody. Peace and blessings.